Welcome once again to the Winter 2021 Digital Program Series presented by the Corry Higher Education Council. In its second year in Corry, Small Business Jumpstart aims to provide new and experienced business owners with essential resources and skill training for entrepreneurial best practice through advocacy and industry knowledge. Today we'll be joined by Gary Svetz, instructor of the Corry Small Business Jumpstart program, and also Betsy Grinder, local business owner and Corry Small Business Jumpstart alum, to conduct an overview of the program to promote the formation of our upcoming cohort in April of 2021. My name is Brody Howard. I'm the Executive Director for the Corry Higher Education Council. I will also be your host for today's program. I'd also like to take a moment right here at the top of the presentation to tell you about our upcoming program. Corry Small Business Jumpstart will run Wednesdays, April 7th through June 2nd, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here at the Corry Higher Education Council. The cost is $150, where you will see a variety of things that we discuss here today: business plan, growth strategy, record keeping, financial statements, marketing, business loans, sales skills, time goal management, networking, and much, much more. We're very proud to have sponsors of this program, the Corry Community Foundation and Ross Becker Insurance Group. Once again today, I'd like to introduce our guests, which is Gary Svetz, owner of Svetz Consulting, LLC, and also our instructor for the Corry Small Business Jumpstart program. Betsy Grinder, owner of Your Daily Serving and Corry Small Business Jumpstart alum of our very first inaugural class of 2020. Will also join us a little bit later. Gary, I'd like to start with you. I'd just like to give our viewers maybe a brief history, a little bit of a rundown of the program and the background of how Small Business Jumpstart got started.
Okay, thanks, Brody, for having me on. The background started back in 2004 when in Venango County, they wanted to initiate, developing small businesses and trying to expand just business in general in that area, being a kind of a challenged area of trying to make it something that's very affordable and accessible to entrepreneurs, whether they're starting up or small businesses for maybe 50 employees or less. So we developed some, outlines and curriculum and had a national organization that we partnered with for a while. And we started up and attained sponsors and then had our first program that fall in 2004. And we had, probably about 15 people. So we continued on, and then up to this date, we've probably provided, services to over 700 businesses. And they all didn't come from the Venango County, Mercer County, Clarion County, and some Crawford County initially. And we had developed a revolving loan fund, which is a low interest loan fund where people could access some capital, $500 to maybe, I think the largest loan was $8,000, and basically continually to utilize that as startup capital or just some needed money when maybe they weren't bankable or easy to access funds. And then all through that program, we had a 9-week process where we went through everything that we could and developed resources for those businesses. So the idea was not a one seminar type model, but over several weeks. And then we decided to actually extend that to more coaching. So people could, when they're done with the program, they would have contact to resources, ways to navigate any grants or any types of additional information for accounting or legal. So we just basically started to groom the program based on feedback from our initial entrepreneurial people. And then as the business environment changes, as you know, just continually change that to make sure it was up to date and useful for our participants. So it's been exciting to see that grow. It's a recognized state program. It's on the list for entrepreneurial efforts in the state of Pennsylvania. And we've had a lot of fun with it, but we've seen a lot of success whether you're a downtown merchant. We've had nonprofit organizations go through it. We've had manufacturing, retail, service businesses, you name it. We've had some experience with artisans. So it's been really enjoyable to meet so many different people in the communities that we're working with and to see people enjoy success. So that's been very exciting for us all.
As I mentioned previously, 2019 and then into 2020 was the first time that the program ran here at Corry High Ed in the Corry area. Let's talk about the Corry program. What can participants expect to learn by enrolling in the course?
Well, we had an assortment of people. And so we've had experienced business owners that wanted to expand or enhance their business. And then we've had people that just had an idea. So, which is good, a good mix of energy, starting something, and of course, a mix of people with different experiences adds flavor to the program. And so I think overall, they kind of make it happen. They support each other. They're looking out for each other. They're, sharing resources. So it's not all coming from me. It's coming from them as well. So it's kind of a group setting. It's very casual environment. You don't have to have your MBA to come in or a lot of business background. You just have to be motivated and maybe have done a little research and basically want to learn. So, we'll go through basics, but we'll also modify the program to make sure we spend more time on those areas that people want to. So a lot of the times people need a lot more on marketing strategies or techniques. So we'll bring somebody in to talk about that, but we'll also, maybe spend more time talking about low cost methods to market your products or services, developing a marketing plan. We also get into more financials. Not everybody likes to, play with numbers, so or good at math, but we need to make sure our entrepreneurs understand how they make money, what a profit margin is, what are all the fixed and variable costs in their business. And the idea is, once again, it's just a learning curve of how they can put it all together. So they're developing their business plan, but we're also focused on developing them as an individual, as a business leader. So we'll do things like time management profiles to make sure that time is a resource for our entrepreneurs. And one of the other things is we have a sales profile, because 80% of our people aren't good salespeople. Usually that's not something that's natural for them. So we look at ways that they can improve their sales strategies, their sales techniques and methods, so they can promote themselves and their business. We talk about taxes, but we also focus on looking at, who their competitors are, what is their niche going to be. We look at personal finance, because you want to be in a good personal financial situation or strive towards that so you can extend yourself for a business operation. So we're always teaching different steps into developing a successful business, what to look out for, what types of accounting software like QuickBooks and those things to use. And always, as they develop, they might have questions after the program, and we're always available to try to get them the resources they need or to be able to answer their questions. So it's kind of a friendly, welcoming environment. We are not judging anyone, and we just want them to learn, enjoy themselves, and hopefully down the road, there's no pressure to start a business right away. They can take 1 to 2 years or whatever. There's different benefits that they can use along to make their business grow and be successful. And it pays back very quickly. They could be a variety of benefits like chamber memberships and a few other things. So we encompass a lot in 9 weeks, but we're always there to kind of support their learning and make them feel comfortable.
This program is geared for new and experienced business owners. Overall, speaking to the business owners that may be more experienced, Why should a business owner enroll in this program? And then moreover, what can one gain from this training opportunity?
Well, one of the things is we're currently in an environment that's new to a lot of business owners, whether you're experienced or startup. So a lot of experienced owners are having to pivot their business a little differently because of the COVID environment. So it's almost like starting over for some of them, not all, but they also looking to take advantage of some of the opportunities out there because of the environment that they may need to adjust their business model to make it fit for a sport, service or product related businesses. So it's like, they want to expand, but it's a whole new world. So sometimes they can gain a lot of information and knowledge just by being part of the program. The other thing is there's a lot of different programs out there, low interest / grants and other resources that have come into play because of COVID-19 that we keep up on and we share with our participants all the time. And it's very hard for a small business owner to keep up with all those things. So we're always trying to be ready with that information. In fact, in our previous program, I always spent the first 30 minutes or 45 minutes talking about here's some things that are going on, here's some benchmarks of other businesses and how they have adjusted to the COVID-19 environment. And so whether you're a new business or experienced, there's always something for everybody. So I feel that it's still worth their time. In fact, I've had many experienced business owners come to our other programs in other locations. I've had a few that said, can I go through it again? So it's kind of a confirmation that they really received something from it and enjoyed the interaction with the startups and other experienced business owners.
One of the things that also comes out of this is a great networking piece. As you see there on the screen is a picture of our inaugural class here, graduates through the Corry Small Business Jumpstart program. Maybe if you could speak to a little bit just how critical that is, particularly in a post-pandemic world, business arena. Talk a little bit about that, the importance of networking to the small business community at this point in time.
Yeah, and especially now, people can feel isolated. And yeah, you can get on Zooms and other webinars, but nothing like to have local contacts. Could be people in legal or accounting, and we try to make a list of those people that can be accessed. But people who have done it before and know what what barriers there are and just heads up about how to go about things is critical. So that business networking starts in that program. And I try to encourage that we're all in it together, and that collaboration, especially in a local community, is critical. So I feel that networking in businesses, as we know, is important. So we try to make that environment easy and try to bring in other resources, whether it's speakers. I think we're going to coordinate something for like a downtown tour, but having business owners talk about their business, the challenges and the exciting things about what they've accomplished, I think is important for our participants. So I believe that most businesses that stay around are organically grown and they have a local flavor, and we're trying to make the most of that.
Betsy Grinder is the owner of Your Daily Serving, and she was in our inaugural class, graduating there through the 9-week program in 2020, the summer of 2020. Betsy, welcome today. Thank you for joining us. And we just wanted to start right off out of the gate and let our participants know, or those that are considering the program, just really what were some of your biggest takeaways from the program and what you got out of it?
Really valuing my time and the products that I'm bringing to the table. I am in my first year still, as of yesterday, my 1 year. And
congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. Just really valuing my worth as a person, as a business owner, and what I'm offering to my community. And before this Jumpstart class, I wasn't thinking of my time, my prep, or my deliveries while pricing. So learning all of that was so crucial in that part of my business.
So tell us a little bit about your business. I know that you are filling a great need within the community with all the work that you have been doing. Talk a little bit maybe about your concept of your business. What is it and how does it work?
So Your Daily Serving is a weekly menu that comes out every Saturday morning. And from there, my customers will pick what day and what meal they would like. So Monday through Thursday, I have a lot of healthier options for everybody. We do a lot of dietary needs for those in our community, and they will pick what day they want. And I will deliver their meal in a microwave, dishwasher friendly container, and they get to enjoy it that day or that night for dinner. And then the next time they order, I just pick up that container and we continue on. So it's a really good, especially right now, there's a lot of customers that I may be the only person that they see all day, especially with COVID. So it's a really good thing going on in the community right now.
I was just about to say, what a great service to be providing right in the current environment that we're hopefully on the backside of at this point in time. But and my next question is just generally, how is business overall? And then how has business been for you since taking the class?
Overall, it's going good. I was serving, I remember Gary asked me and I said, I served 82 meals this week. And I still keep everything down in a book, but I'm getting way better at putting everything in a computer. I know everyone thinks since I'm a millennial, I'll put everything in a computer, but through this class, I really understood how big of a deal it is to get everything organized and priced and going. So now I'm serving over 100 meals a week, and soon to be offering meals in a couple businesses in our town as well. So I'm excited for that.
That's excellent. And so is there anything else that you'd like to add here overall as far as maybe how your experience in the Small Business Jumpstart program has influenced how you run your business? Was there any other items or things that you have applied to your overall business practices that you may have picked up within the course itself?
Definitely, time management is huge, and realizing that my business is a business, but also that my business does not run my entire life. So taking time away is important, and really learning that your time is valuable, and what you are putting into your business is so important. And Gary really, I got to talk to him after the class as well, and everything that we've talked about and learned is coming tenfold in this whole year. So I'm really thankful for the class and getting to know everybody and just being a part of this.
Before we wrap up here today, how can individuals interested in your business learn more about, where can they find more information about your daily serving?
So the menu does get posted every single Saturday on my Facebook page at 10 a.m. But I have a monthly menu that I could deliver or mail out to anybody. I know that a lot of people like to plan. So I do have it by the month, and they could reach out to me on Facebook, or my phone number and email address are also on my Facebook page, Your Daily Serving, for them to contact.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. Just one final plug here for the course. I just wanted to tell you where you could find more information about Corry Small Business Jumpstart, which will be held at the Corry Higher Education Council at 221 North Center Street. That will be on Wednesdays starting on April 7th through June 2nd. That's from 6 to 8 p.m. Once again, the cost is $150. You can find out more information at corryhighed.org/SBJS. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, proud sponsors, Rossbecker Insurance Group and the Corry Community Foundation. We're very excited to be able to host this program in person. We will tell you that seating is limited due to our current Pennsylvania Department of Education restrictions, so social distancing and masking will apply. However, we will be able to put as many as that we're able to in the Bracken room to be able to hold this wonderful program that is brought to us on behalf of Svetz Consulting, and Gary is our leading instructor. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you here soon.
Thank you, Brody.